think he's a real man while you're being tuck in.
You listen to Elijah, he's my daddy.
In 1963, HUD premiered, directed by Martin Ritt, and featuring Paul Newman in the titular role. This Western drama, which also starred Melvyn Douglas, Brandon De Wilde, and Patricia Neal, was adapted from Larry McMurtry's novel Horseman, Pass By. The film's production was not without tension, particularly between Newman and Neal, setting a complex tone for their on-screen performances.
You bet. Yeah, we're just gonna roll over and lay dead and let them shovel dirt.
In the 1963 film HUD, the central narrative tension arises from the clashing ideologies of Homer Bannon, a cattle ranch owner with strong moral convictions, and his son HUD. HUD embodies ambition and self-interest, standing in stark contrast to his father's values. Their relationship is further strained by a devastating outbreak of hoof and mouth disease among their livestock, threatening the very livelihood of their ranch. The film explores the dynamics of family, integrity, and the challenges of change set against the harsh realities of ranching in the American Southwest.
I hope I'm wrong, but I'm very much afraid you got the worst kind of trouble a cattleman can have.
Paul Newman dedicated himself to an immersive preparation process for his role in the 1963 film HUD. To authentically portray the life of a cowboy, he spent time working on a Texas ranch. There, he engaged in the daily activities and labor that defined the cowboy profession. This hands-on experience allowed him to develop a deep understanding of the physical demands of ranch work, resulting in genuine calluses that reflected the hard-working nature of his character. Newman's commitment to this method of preparation was evident in the naturalistic portrayal of his character's mannerisms and actions, which were informed by his close observation of the cowboy's behavior and interactions in their natural environment. This approach to character development helped Newman deliver a performance that was true to the realities of the rugged lifestyle depicted in the film.
Move. Don't send him away, HUD.
I'm right here, Granddad. Don't you worry.
During the filming of the 1963 movie HUD, the atmosphere on set was marked by a sense of professionalism that was somewhat subdued due to the reserved nature of the actors involved. Paul Newman, known for his skillful acting, was notably reserved and introspective throughout the production, contributing to the serious tone behind the scenes. Patricia Neal, another key member of the cast, was simultaneously navigating through her own personal challenges, which further influenced the overall mood. The environment was thus characterized by a quiet dedication to the craft rather than the lively banter often found on movie sets. This professional yet somber atmosphere helped shape the performances that would eventually contribute to the film's critical success. In the 1963 film HUD, there was a moment that stood out for its raw and genuine quality. During a particular scene, Patricia Neal, who portrayed the character of Alma Brown, was caught off guard by a horsefly. Her reaction was not part of the script. She instinctively swatted at the insect. This action, though small, significantly contributed to the realism of her character. Director Martin Ritt recognized the value of this natural reaction and made the decision to retain this take in the final cut of the movie. This choice highlighted the film's commitment to authentic storytelling as it captured a genuine piece of life on screen. The inclusion of such real-life elements can enhance the connection between the audience and the characters, making the film's narrative more relatable and believable.
How about those peachy pinups you keep hidden in with your shorts and socks?
That's my private drawer. You stay out of there.
Patricia Neal's collaboration with director Martin Ritt on the 1963 film HUD brought her a sense of assurance and confidence in her acting abilities. This experience was reminiscent of the positive atmosphere she found while working with director Elia Kazan. Ritt, known for his ability to guide actors to deliver authentic performances, recognized Neal's talent and often commended her for her skillful portrayal in the film. Her role required depth and nuance, and under Ritt's direction, Neal was able to deliver a performance that was both powerful and subtle. Ritt's supportive approach and Neal's responsive interpretation of the character created a dynamic synergy on set, contributing significantly to the film's critical success.
Are you pulling on Granddad now?
Something pretty raw, kid.
During the production of the 1963 film HUD, the crew faced significant challenges while filming scenes that depicted cattle slaughter. To address concerns about animal welfare, the filmmakers collaborated with the Humane Society to ensure that no animals were harmed during these sequences. They employed innovative techniques such as the use of bungee cords and strategic camera angles to create the illusion of cattle being slaughtered. These methods allowed the filmmakers to depict the necessary action for the story while maintaining ethical standards of treatment towards the animals involved in the production.
All right, now you've all seen one kind of twisting, you're about to see another kind.
In the 1963 film HUD, directed by Martin Ritt, significant changes were made to the characters from the source material. The film is an adaptation of Larry McMurtry's novel Horseman, Pass By. One of the notable alterations was the character of Alma. In McMurtry's novel, Alma is portrayed as a black woman, but in the film, she is played by Patricia Neal, a white actress. This change in racial representation was a decision that reflected the social attitudes and casting practices of the time. Additionally, the film introduces a pivotal moment involving Lonnie, another central character. In a scene that was not present in the book, Lonnie steps in to prevent HUD from making a morally reprehensible choice. This addition to the screenplay serves to soften HUD's character, ensuring that he remains relatable and not wholly villainous. The inclusion of this scene provides a counterbalance to HUD's otherwise ruthless and self-serving behavior, offering a glimpse of humanity that prevents him from being a one-dimensional antagonist. These adaptations in character portrayals and narrative developments are critical in shaping the film's interpretation of the original story.
Well, golly.
When HUD was released in 1963, the reaction from Paramount executives was one of concern due to the film's somber tone, monochrome visuals, and the central character HUD's lack of transformation throughout the narrative. The leadership at Paramount contemplated altering the conclusion to offer a different tone or resolution. However, after deliberations, they chose to distribute the film without any changes. This decision to keep the film as originally crafted by the filmmakers allowed audiences to experience the story in its intended form, which presented a stark, unflinching look at its characters and themes. The film's release in its original state was a significant choice that contributed to the film's reception and discussions among critics and viewers alike.
Much obliged to you for coming out in person to tell us.
Paul Newman's dedication to the craft of acting was particularly noticeable in his preparation and portrayal of the title character in the film HUD. His approach was not limited to the performance on screen, but extended to his interactions with fellow cast members. This dedication was profoundly illustrated during an incident with actress Patricia Neal. While filming, Neal received distressing news regarding her daughter's health, which left her emotionally distraught. Newman, fully embodying the persona of HUD, interacted with Neal in a manner that was consistent with his character's behavior. This interaction was not a result of insensitivity, but rather a testament to Newman's deep commitment to the authenticity of his role. His ability to maintain character under such circumstances speaks to his disciplined method acting technique, which required a complete and continuous embodiment of the character's traits, even when the cameras were not rolling. This incident is a clear example of how Newman's method acting not only enhanced his own performance, but also influenced the performances of those around him, contributing to the overall realism and power of the film. The 1963 film HUD stands as a powerful narrative that delves into the complexities of a young man's life against the backdrop of the fading American dream. The movie, directed by Martin Ritt and featuring a screenplay by Irving Ravitch and Harriet Frank Jr., is adapted from Larry McMurtry's novel Horseman, Pass By. It showcases the struggles within a Texas cattle ranching family, focusing on the character HUD Bannon, portrayed by Paul Newman. His portrayal is a highlight of the film, capturing the essence of a character who embodies the conflict between self-interest and the values of his community. The story unfolds as HUD's actions increasingly alienate him from his family, and neighbors reflecting a broader commentary on the disillusionment and moral decay in contemporary society. The film's stark black and white cinematography by James Blomhouse complements the narrative's somber tone, creating a visual style that accentuates the emotional gravity of the character's journey. HUD received critical acclaim for its honest depiction of its themes and characters, earning it a place in the annals of American cinema as a poignant examination of a generation's challenges and the erosion of idealism in the face of harsh realities. Paul Newman's performance in particular is often cited as one of his finest, bringing depth and nuance to a role that could have easily been portrayed in a one-dimensional manner. The film's impact is further solidified by its reception at the Academy Awards, where it won 3 Oscars, including Best Actress for Patricia Neal, Best Supporting Actor for Melvyn Douglas, and Best Cinematography. HUD remains a significant work that continues to resonate with audiences, reflecting the enduring qualities of a well-crafted film that speaks to the human condition.